Hello from the Disarray Palette. Today is weekly sketches, and this is where I show you my weekly sketches for over the last week. I try to make it a habit to draw or paint or do something artistic every single day. And this is my homemade sketchbook that's just made of cardstock and scrapbook paper and regular printer paper. So I actually started out intending this to be a bullet journal, and I was creating that, and then I kind of decided, no, I'll just make it a regular sketchbook. So various sketches of flowers and the hydrangeas that's actually on my blog, the magnolias, and this is where the actual weekly sketches for this week start. I was actually trying to figure out what I was going to do for the April bullet journal when I began this, and I had come up with the butterfly and the pink dogwood flowers. This is just another sketch. I use watercolors, markers, gel pens, and a micron. These are some chickadees with dogwood flowers. I try to only spend just very few minutes on each sketch. I don't try to sit and do tons of detail, so usually it might be like really fast artwork. Most of my inspiration is found on Pinterest, so I can't take claim that this completely is always my idea. That's something I'm actually learning to work on myself. This is the buffalo. I actually did what I call a finished artwork, and that just means I took the time to really focus on it and put in the effort and the detail to work on it. And usually when I find something on Pinterest or somewhere else, I try to list where I find it off to the side. This is another little bird. It was a photograph. I believe it came from a Tumblr site, the Perpetual Inspiration, and it had a little quote on it. Do not worry if you have built your castles in the air. They are where they should be. Now put the foundation under them. Henry David, and I don't know how you would pronounce that. I'm not even going to attempt to butcher it. This is actually a self-portrait sketch done just from like my memory of myself. I didn't use a mirror, so it is completely and horribly done. This is an idea that came to me while reading The Paper Magician. You can find the book review on the Disarray Palette, wordpress.com. Oops, sorry. And I was trying to come up with something that shows when she creates the creatures, she tells them to breathe and they come to life because she creates them out of paper, like with origami. And this was just a concept I was working on. I actually did create a finished artwork piece that revolves around this. These are some flowers. My daughter gave these to me, and she wanted me to sketch some in my book that day, so I did. Sorry for the horrible filming footage. I just have to work with what I have. We go to the ballpark a lot, and it was a busy day. We were getting ready to practice, and this is actually my husband leaned up against the fence at the ballpark. There's lots of people around, kids playing. He was actually standing here talking to somebody. So I had to sketch this and paint it out like in pieces. And like I said, I only try to do it just for a little while. I don't try to spend a whole lot of time. So it's just quick, fast, lay it down, you know, like a first impression. These are the lovely roses he's given me. This is actually our anniversary month. So they're sitting on my bookshelf. which, by the way, my bookshelf does not look this neat. That's the wonderful thing about being an artist and getting to be selective. Here I was working with just blues and yellows to create my greens, and that's what you see here. I was only using blues and yellows to make the greens and to paint the sky, and that's it. And I saw this nice quote: "Kindness is a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see." Mark Twain. Pickup line, waiting to get the kids from school. I painted their little lovely flower bed and trees. And again, this was like quick, fast, just put it down and go, you know. So, and the last page for this week is inspiration from a little cutout that I have that I use like in my bullet journals and my planners and stuff. And I love the colors. They were much more muted, but I went for a more bold, abstract kind of look with these funky looking feathers. So, that's all I have for now. I'll finish sketching in here and move to a new sketchbook soon. So, I hope you like it, and come check me out at the Disarray Palette, WordPress.com, and I hope to see you around. Thanks.